Hello, today we will look at Celandine without myths. You will learn where it may help and where it can harm the body. Some people call Celandine a cure for almost everything. Others call it a dangerous poison. The truth is between these extremes. Celandine contains active compounds that affect the body, but that does not make it a universal remedy for every disease. Let's look at what studies suggest, which properties scientists examine, and why celandine still causes debate. Greater celandine belongs to the poppy family. You can recognize it by yellow flowers and bright orange milky sap. When you break the stem, thick sap appears. This sap was often used in traditional medicine in many countries. Old herbal books recommended celandine for warts, corns, skin inflammation, ringworm, and other skin problems. But long use does not prove that a remedy works. Every remedy needs scientific testing and clinical studies. Traditional experience can help scientists search for new medicines, but reliable clinical studies give the final answer. Scientists found many biologically active compounds in celandine. The best known group is natural alkaloids. Alkaloids help plants protect themselves from insects, fungi, and animals. For the plant, they work as defense. Many alkaloids affect the human body. In small doses, they can be active, but high doses may become toxic. Celandine contains chelidonine, sanguinarine, celerithrine, berberine, copticine, and several other compounds. Researchers study each compound separately. They look at its effect on cells, bacteria, and inflammatory processes. Lab studies showed that some compounds can slow the growth of certain bacteria and fungi in a test tube. Other compounds are studied for possible effects on inflammation and metabolic processes inside body cells. But a laboratory is very different from the human body. These results cannot be applied directly to treatment. Inside the body, a substance passes through the stomach, intestines, liver, and blood. Its action may change. That is why a good lab result does not mean that the plant will become an effective medicine for people. This is where many myths begin. People read a study headline and make conclusions that are too bold. The best known use of celandine is for warts. Most people have heard about this use since childhood. Warts are caused by the human papilloma virus. The virus lives inside skin cells, not only on the surface. Fresh celandine sap can damage the upper layer of the skin. In some cases, a small wart slowly shrinks. The same effect can also damage healthy skin. That is why the sap must be used with great care. Applying too much sap may cause a chemical burn, severe irritation, or even permanent scarring. Using celandine on the face is especially risky. The skin around the eyes is thin and very sensitive. If the sap gets into the eye, it may cause serious irritation. Medical care may be needed. Another common mistake is treating every skin growth with celandine before getting a medical diagnosis. Not every skin growth is a wart. Some may be moles, keratoses, or other skin conditions. If a spot grows, changes color, bleeds, or changes shape, see a dermatologist before treating it. The first step is always an accurate diagnosis. Only then should the treatment be chosen. Now let's discuss one of the most common myths. It claims celandine can cleanse the liver. Many traditional remedies claim that celandine removes toxins and restores normal liver function. Modern medicine does not support these claims with strong clinical evidence. The liver already removes harmful substances from the body every single day. The kidneys filter the blood and the intestines remove waste products without herbal cleansing. In fact, celandine itself may place extra stress on the liver in some people. Medical reports describe cases of liver injury after people used products containing celandine. Some patients developed elevated liver enzymes, weakness, or even jaundice after taking these products. After stopping the product, many patients gradually recovered without further complications. For this reason, experts do not recommend taking celandine internally without medical supervision. Another common myth claims that celandine can cure cancer. This belief still appears on many websites and forums. Scientists have tested some celandine compounds on cancer cells under laboratory conditions. In some experiments, these compounds slowed the growth of certain cancer cells. But a laboratory experiment is not proof that a treatment works in people. A substance must first prove that it is safe before doctors can study its medical value. Researchers then test the right dose, possible side effects, and long-term safety. Only clinical trials in people can show whether a treatment truly works. At this time, there is not enough clinical evidence to support celandine as a cancer treatment. Replacing medical cancer therapy with celandine may delay effective treatment and reduce the chance of recovery. Some herbal books also recommend celandine for gastritis, ulcers, and digestive disorders. Modern research has not confirmed enough evidence to support these traditional uses. At the same time, taking celandine may cause unwanted side effects in some people. These may include nausea, stomach pain, vomiting, diarrhea, weakness, or dizziness. Large doses increase the risk of serious poisoning and other health problems. Some people should avoid celandine completely, regardless of the form they choose. Pregnant women should not use celandine because its safety has not been established. The same advice applies during breastfeeding because reliable safety data are still limited. Children should never use celandine without medical advice from a qualified healthcare professional. People with liver disease should be especially careful before using this plant. Celandine may also affect how some prescription medicines work inside the body. That is why your doctor should know about every herb, supplement, or homemade remedy you take. If nausea, vomiting, or severe weakness appears after taking celandine, stop using it immediately. Warning signs also include stomach pain, yellow skin, dark urine, or yellowing of the eyes. These symptoms may suggest liver damage and require prompt medical evaluation. When used on the skin, severe burning, blisters, swelling, or increasing pain are warning signs. If the skin becomes worse instead of better, stop treatment and seek medical care. Homemade celandine juice and tinctures are difficult to use safely because their strength varies. The amount of active compounds depends on the soil, weather, season, and plant age. Two plants that look identical may contain very different amounts of active substances. That makes homemade preparations difficult to measure and dose accurately. Poor dosing increases the chance of side effects and accidental poisoning. Another common mistake is mixing many medicinal herbs into one remedy. Each plant contains dozens of active compounds with different biological effects. Scientists have not fully studied how many of these compounds interact together. More herbs do not automatically make a treatment safer or more effective. Researchers continue studying medicinal plants because they remain an important source of new medicines. Many modern drugs were first discovered by studying compounds found in plants. Turning a plant into a medicine takes years of careful scientific research. Scientists first isolate the active compound and study how it works. Next, they evaluate its safety before beginning carefully controlled clinical trials. Only after passing every stage can a compound become an approved medicine. Early laboratory results should never become advice for self-treatment. The main message is simple. Celandine contains powerful compounds and should be used with caution. It may have a role in certain skin conditions, but only after a proper medical diagnosis. There is still limited evidence for internal use, while the potential risks remain significant. Celandine should never replace treatment prescribed by a qualified healthcare professional. Before using any medicinal plant, ask whether it is supported by reliable scientific evidence. Natural products can be useful, but they should be used as carefully as prescription medicines. Protect your health, verify medical information, and avoid treating serious diseases on your own. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you enjoy evidence-based videos about medicinal plants and health. In the next videos, we will explore more popular herbs and compare traditional beliefs with modern science.